actually straight from the airport. This is my first ever tuned GT3. I now have the M Engineering tune. It complements my Dundon header package beautifully and probably picks up another 60 wheel. It's kind of a process because you gotta like remove the whole rear end of the car to get to the ECU, but I'm excited to try to the mountains this weekend. Just got back from a pretty cool gig in Memphis, Tennessee, where we did some drift demos for my title sponsor, AutoZone, at their national sales meeting. A handful of store managers got picked to go for rides, and I actually got to give the CEO of AutoZone his first trip for ride along too. But now I'm off to the compound, after coffee of course. The coffee happens to be raining at the compound, but that just means free tire wear. These things still have quite a bit of grip in the rain. Today we're going to be spending time with one of the cars I'm most excited to start wrenching on, the Supra. And the main reason being is, you guys saw in the video, it seemed like it built absolutely zero boost. So we're going to see if there's any boost leaks. I know for sure there's a massive exhaust leak, I just don't know whether it's before or after the turbo. So I'm going to dive into it, see if we turn this thing up. I don't know how apparent it's going to be on camera, but Jeff actually did a full color correction and coating on this car. If you look at the before and after on the screen, it is like an insane difference. It had a lot of surface like swirling and scratches, and he said the paint cooperated very nicely. It's either OEM paint that's in really, really good shape, or whatever respray was done on this car is like to OE spec. All right, let's dive into the jungle. Originally, I was hoping this had like some crazy HKS turbo kit or something, but it's an Medusa. Sounds like the name of like a witch from Game of Thrones or something. Medusa. Are there witches in Game of Thrones? I think there are, right? Boost leak tester, very fancy. Are we leaking pre-turbo or after turbo? Oh, big one right here. Dude, we're gonna find a lot. One of the reasons I didn't try to go and fix boost leaks before we did the lap time with the Supra, I get very nervous because if you fix boost leaks in a car that's been tuned with them, you could be introducing more pressure to the engine that it was tuned on, and it could go boom. So, now that we've had our fun, I don't really care that much as this thing's gonna get another engine. So I'm gonna fix the boost leaks and hope that it was tuned with no boost leaks. We'll see what it does.
Big one down there.
That's gonna be a little bit harder to get to.
Oh, we can get it.
You want the wrench? Yeah. This is also something you should always do with any new build. I've met a lot of people in my life that don't believe in boost leak tests, and they're stupid.
Don't play that in me, bro.
I'm not. Sean believes in the boost leaks, except on his own car.
Oh my god, here we go.
I'll tell him, I'll be like, Sean, I can hear your boost leak from behind you in tandem. Nah, bro, my RB just sound like that. Literally everywhere, bro. Damn, this thing's gonna be so fast. Nothing's better than free horsepower. Holy
Hold on.
I gotta get in here.
You can tell the spider web here just spraying everywhere.
Yeah, the boost never makes it to the engine.
No. You were basically just ripping this NA at this point. Like,
it had a little cool turbo sound though sometimes.
With a spinny muffler in between.
I think the massive exhaust leaks probably aren't helping. Or those are a lot harder to fix, so we probably won't fix those. Yo, this pipe is like oval. Dead ass.
I won't ever see it.
This pipe is oval as heck. I wonder if it's made like to be like that.
They probably just...
Yeah, so the hood can close, look.
Yeah.
It's not getting any tighter, Sean.
I think it's broken.
I think so too.
Stop.
Oh. Whoa. This definitely wasn't a kit. That's self-clearance. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit balls, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, just keep saying things I have to work on.
Holy f***. I want to picture this.
Show this to John, buddy. That the new vibrant clamp.
Alright, fixed 99.9% of the boost leaks. Before it made zero boost for you revving it. We'll see if it makes anything now. It doesn't even come out of vacuum, revving it. Is it leaking pre-turbo, does it sound like? Too hard to tell, possibly. That could be why it's so loud.
Yeah.
Well, it still should spool better.
Dust all over me.
5,000 years of JDM dust. I can't wait to put seat in this thing. This seat's a little weird on my butt. Alright, film that boost gauge, Mike. It's like marginally better. I feel like before I needed a clutch dump it to get it to build any boost, so we're somewhere.
It still didn't look like it crept past 0, honestly. But
I got a turbo motor in my Supra guy. Big turbo motor energy guy. All right, ready? Okay.
I was like 5.
5, that's half a bar. So that's like 7 pounds. I feel like it's probably got a 7-pound spring in the gate. That would make sense to me.
Yeah.
All right, ready? Build some boost.
Okay.
This feels like what I would expect. This feels like a stock GTR, but way laggier. Time for 1,000 horsepower. I saw some comments that you guys wanted to see what the go-kart would do around the circuit that we've been doing around the compound. Obviously this thing doesn't accelerate as fast as a car, so the plan is to do a flying lap. That way I kind of start with speed. My bet is it's going to be pretty dang close because this thing can probably hold as much cornering speed as a car, but it'll be cool to kind of have a baseline to see where we're at. All right, now we're coming with a flying start since we know the go-kart has a disadvantage in its speed buildup. Flying past the finish line, coming through here. I dropped my tire just a tad, but the go-kart tends to understeer if you don't get the line right. I'm trying to move my weight around as much as I can to kind of like put weight over the tires and need the grip. But more than anything, I'm just trying to stay pinned on this thing because the second you touch the brakes, it's got to pick back up. Coming around the corner, usually this would be the straightaway where the cars build all their speed and I pour on the brakes. Go-kart's pretty much flat out. I don't even think I touch the brakes at all. I could take this a little bit narrower in there if it wasn't for all the branches and stuff and the water down, but all the cars pretty much had the same line. But we'll see. Come flying across the finish line and we're done. It might be pretty fast.
Yeah.
I don't know. We need to get some live timing data because the way that we figure out how fast something is, we have to put it on the computer and then hold a stopwatch and count to figure out how long the lap was.
That's false.
It's similar. It's iMovie.
No, also false.
You guys were wondering where the go-kart stacked up, and it actually came in a whopping 4th place, beat the Chaser, beat the Corolla with a 34-30. Obviously it had the advantage of having a flying lead and not having to dig from a dead stop. But in the Corolla's defense, I think if I put some sticky tires on it and didn't have so much push with the car, the Corolla could probably beat the go-kart. But it's interesting. Now if I ever have a friend that comes over like TJ Hunt and he's at the lap time that's slower than 34-30, I got some serious bragging power over him. Little shop or compound update for you guys. I know we talked about the endeavors of the polished concrete floors, which we wound up having done twice. The fab area is officially done. It's all wired up. We've got these brand new Cree C-Light LED flat panels from Econolite. Same 5,000 Kelvin temperature that we have in the other shop. So like now the lighting and everything flows right in here. Look, beautiful new paint, painted the theme of the shop. All the equipment's gonna go in here. We got all the fancy high-powered phase 9 wiring in here for all the machines that we don't know how to use, but we're gonna learn. That I don't know how to use, but I'm gonna learn. You guys know I've already talked about the insane quality from Cree with the lights that we have in the shop, but if you're curious about these, they have a really cool acrylic lens diffuser that prevents like hot spots, shadows, and glares. So when we're doing fab work in here, especially cutting things, when you have a line, all the shadows and everything can make it very difficult to see where you're going. Econolite's great with helping you kind of suggest and plan out your lighting solutions for the room and the needs that you have it for, so they helped us kind of dial this in. And as always, I got a discount code for you guys. If you guys need any awesome lights, you can go to Econolite and you can use the code ADAM10 and it will get you 10% off. I want to give a massive thank you to Econolite for sponsoring us. Some fantastic lighting, keeping the compound lit. I guess I said it's done, but technically we still need to do the baseboards. But I was excited and I want to show you guys. Also, all out here got painted too, so it all looks beautiful and pretty now. What I find interesting about the go-kart time is that it kind of shows that it's not really a horsepower course. And a light car like a Miata with a lot of grip could probably break the record here, even over the Turbo S. These seats you might have seen in the background of some videos. I got these from JDM California a while back. They're kind of cool, like 30th edition seats, but the Recaro confettis came stock in some Supras in the Japanese market, and I kind of like the OE Plus style of it. They're also my favorite seats in terms of comfort. So Aero specific, comfortable, and easy to install. And then I got floor mats that look like baskets. I love how easy bottom mount seats are. No bullshit. All right, stock seats never did any good for anybody in life, ever. Whew. Look at all that shit under there. Just what I needed, an extra turbo gasket. This might be actually a wastegate gasket. I don't know much about.
Well, we deleted that.
Yeah.
Or he, previous human.
It had an external gate that was deleted, so now it's like an internal gate. Ooh, a Band-Aid. You want to eat it?
You first. It's a receipt. Date.
2017.
38 bucks? Is that $3 and...
I think that'll be like 30 bucks. 29.7 liters fuel. Very easy car to install seats in. Big approval.
Toyota, baby.
Very stoked to be working on another Toyota. Dude, just like not having matching seats like kills my OCD so much. I know it's the JDM way, but one of the few things that I found is like actually pretty hard to find for this car is a Series 2 ashtray. So I'm gonna see if I can dissolve this cover with some paint thinner and see if it brings it back. If not, I can always just probably paint it until I can find one. But it drives me nuts seeing this blue thing here. Mike, how do I pull this thing out? Is this just pull straight up?
Yep. And then just one clip on each corner.
I'm so nervous, but then I also remember it's a Toyota, so at least the clips aren't as fragile as Nissan's.
Yeah.
What about this thing? Is there like a tab on this? Or is this Velcro? It looks like they're like a little like plastic like glue rivets, so sorry. I'm gonna abort the shift boot mission. What the f is wrong with me? I'm gonna abort the shift boot mission for a little bit. I'm softening it up with a little brake clean. Probably use paint thinner, but I'm worried about the finish underneath. It's pulling the paint right up, so let's find out what's underneath. It's not great, but it's not blue. Time to change the wheel. Man, I hate this. When you have a wheel that you're changing and it's like the opposite bolt pattern, because then your steering wheel isn't straight anymore. But this one might actually be dual drilled, so it might be alright. Sick. Not that big fan. This is actually my old wheel from my R32.
Very nice.
I can sleep now. My car has officially been partially def***ed. And time for wheels. First snacks, then wheels. Not a big black wheel guy. Oh, I never knew these actually did something. They actually go right through.
Yeah.
Holy dry rot, guacamole. And this thing still set the fastest time. The real question is, what is the offset on these? That's what I've been dying to know. No way. Are work two-piece wheels welded together?
Yes.
I never knew that. What the f***? I hate that.
Yeah. My old Meisters were like that.
That's weird. Well, one way to find out what'll fit. Oh, found it. 10.5 plus 27.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think my other ones are like 10.5 plus 12.
Still
it might
worth
fit.
trying.
Yeah, it might fit. Supras have really like high offset wheels. I have a set of white tees for this car, but they don't have tires on them. So in the meantime, I'm gonna try to mount one of my favorite sets of wheels to it and kind of live out my like stance fantasy before the car makes power and needs to have some crazy drag tire in the back. Ah, Mike, I think the car might have been
yes, that would be a confirmation.
The first sign of overspray. But I mean, in theory, like it could have been like a a panel, or like maybe when they did the...
Yeah, well, my theory
fender
too
roll.
is that they that this car didn't come with those rear spats or these skirts, and they painted the skirts, but I would have done that off the car.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, I don't know. Either way, I'm still super happy with the paint on the car, but...
Yes, it was a very good job.
It's almost like one of those things that's like too good to be true. The only car that these set of wheels have looked good on so far has been the green S15. Everything else I put them on just looks weird. Let's see about the Supra. I need some heck of camber. How do you adjust camber on these? Is it lower control arm?
Yeah, you can get adjustable uppers though, which will dial it in a lot more. With a smaller tire, that would work. It would just be like you need a little bit of camber and like one size smaller tire.
255?
Yeah.
Well, use this. I'm not mounting tires today, boy. I think it's gonna munch. And the problem is without the adjustable uppers, we can't bring that top of the tire in at all.
Right. Stop there for now. Yeah, nah, she ain't gonna work. But it looks amazing. A little too wide. That fitment is aggressive.
I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of the step look on the Supra, I feel like.
Okay.
I could definitely go wider than this, and like this is one of the few cars that I don't end game want bronze tees on, but for the time being, I think it could look pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do the fronts on Supras roughly call for the same offset as the rears?
Usually like in the 20s.
So I should be good with a square setup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks good.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
Yeah, it could definitely be like 4 inches lower, but... Considering that I had like basically like a 4-hour day today, I'm really stoked on the amount that we got done on the Supra. Both dialing in the interior, getting that looking on par now. Still a little bit of left, but I'm pretty happy with it. Got a set of wheels, and at least like now, the car feels like my own. Jeff did a great job polishing it up. Engine-wise, I did just order some of the internals for the bottom end for it, so I don't want to get overzealous with it, but this is definitely a project that I'm excited to work on that I can tell you will hopefully be happening as soon as this year. So in the meantime, now it looks great. Got a few other things I want to do with it, but hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm stoked to get to tinker it with a little bit. And I've got some really good stuff that'll be in the next video, so make sure you watch that one.
When you said